Vision-based life. Why is it important?
Vision-based life is all about self-interest. If new things are exciting mind, and if your mind is always searching for things that are new to keep yourself excited, you will one day suffer a lot. Goal is totally third person centric. I want to achieve 100 crores. 100 crores is always third person, right? If somebody says I am dishonest, I will feel insulted. So I will be honest. That is a principle.
Guruji, vision-based life. What exactly does it mean to have a vision-based life? Why is it important?
Self-interest. Vision-based life is all about self-interest.
Okay.
Now, for example, there is a guy who was in the rags. Okay, and then his parents asked him to study, and a very poor family, not very, but poor family. His parents asked him to study. His mind was not, aligned, or he knew at the very beginning that he's not made for education. But he, from the very beginning, knew that he is made for big things in life. Maybe he could not express that, but in his mind, self-interest was always there, self-worth was always there. That if you have high self-worth, see, for example, there is a shining white colored transparent thing on your table. You can use it as a paperweight. But if I tell you that that's a diamond, then you automatically create vision for it. Vision is created only to the extent you know the worth of it. Vision is created. For example, I give you a diamond, or I give you a transparent shiny thing. Now, while giving it to you, the way I give it to you is, hey, take this shiny thing, transparent thing, and I throw it to you. Imagine I'm throwing a 10 carat diamond, and I handle it in a way as if it's a glass piece. And then I say, hey, see, nice transparent one, catch. And then you will catch it, and then you will feel maybe if it's a diamond, he wouldn't do this. He wouldn't throw it. He wouldn't, so it's a glass piece. Then you don't have any vision for it.
Right.
Vision-based life can only be developed if you know the worth of life.
Okay.
And you can know the worth of life only if you have interest in it. Life as a whole, we do not have self-interest. My life, we do not have interest in it. My life, what to do? That will give me pride. If I become engineer, people will appreciate me. If I become doctor, people will, whatever. You said, something adds value to me mentality will never create vision-based life. I will add value to everything around. Already vision-based life is there. Self-interest, self-worth creates value. Value is vision.
Right. Guruji, it is said that champion mindset or a warrior mindset is what makes you a true winner in life. Now, if we look a life of any champion, it has lot of struggles, but at the same time, it also teaches us that you have to keep doing what is necessary. Now, in today's time, anything that a child starts or anyone start, why only restricted to child? I start something, it excites me in the beginning, but after a certain period of time, it doesn't excite me anymore. How to train our mind that understands the value of those activity and keep doing it in life?
To make consistency your religion is the best way to do this. Now we have this religion, that religion. Make consistency as your religion.
Okay.
Remember one thing. Make consistency as your religion in sense, that's the way of thought. Religion is a way of thought. Now, you develop consistency as a way of thought while giving a lot of self-worth to your own life. Then you can never be bored, or you can never lose interest. Then you know why you're doing what you're doing. The main problem is this. New things excite our mind. Remember one thing, you are a car enthusiast or whatever enthusiast, pen, phone, these days, 10 years ago, these days phones have become very expensive, but 10 years ago, phones were in the range of around 5,000, 4,000 range, Nokia and all that stuff initially. So decent rich people used to change their phone every month. Every month. These days also people change their iPhone every year, upgrade it every year. New things excite mind. If new things are exciting mind, and if your mind is always searching for things that are new to keep yourself excited, you will one day suffer a lot, because what happens is you are searching your dopamine. And remember one thing, after some time that will not be, you need more dopamine, more. Dopamine is like drug. So you should not find dopamine in things. When you find dopamine in you, I have done this consistently, it excites me, then my life will be continuously good. I got something, or something excites me in the beginning. If you continue to do that, you'll suffer a lot.
Okay.
Things. So, champion mindset. Now you said they all work hard, they all do this. How to develop that consistency, or how to develop that resilience? When you make consistency as a religion, while understanding that your self-worth is your God. Your self-worth, your life is your God, which you pursue. Religion mein you have a God, and you technically pursue that God through a mindset. Consistency is my religion. My life, my worth is my God. And this mind is serving this God called my self-worth, and through a religion called consistency. Then there is no way you will be excited and then bored and then excited and bored. In your life, figure out what is your self-worth. I'm a person who is infinite. I'm a person who is this. When you have a core value that's truly properly designed, this is my definition. And for example, you see all these successful people or champion people or anybody who is really successful, if you ask them, if you tell them anything which is very substandard to them, they will, no, this is not my character, I'll never do that. They have a self-worth around it. Will you do like that? No, it's against my principles, I'll not do that. People who create a core value design around and create an identity for that. This is my identity. I am a guy who constantly creates, pursues. I'm a builder. I build stuff. I build businesses. Building business gives me dopamine. Am I clear with you? You design that. Building business gives me dopamine. Now, after that, how much money happened, you don't care. You keep reinvesting and you keep building business, and that's you chase your dopamine, because you are chasing your self core identity value. And you will. My life is all about building businesses. And then you come from rags, you become riches. Right. Yes or no?
Yes.
So, but then the day you feel, wow, I made so much money and this is great. I made so much money and that is great. Finish. You start losing interest in it and obstacles keep coming in, and you remember one thing. You should live for your life worth. You should not live for any things. When you live your life for your own pride, your own core values, your own identity of being or doing something. Mostly being something is better. I am this. I am a kind of a person who will never do this kind of things. I am a person who will never do this kind of things. And this is what is me. Now, what happens is, doing that thing doesn't excite me. Doing a spectrum and building something from the scratch, putting things together excites me. Now, that's a very broad definition. Now, there you keep putting things together and you develop great businesses.
Right.
Or you keep putting things together and you add value in your life. The problem is, people are more attached to things or defined processes than their core values. Core values are not definite designs. And I like cars cannot be a core value, cannot be a principle. It's a hobby. Are you understanding? Or I, I like this, I like that. Undefined core values are more. If you understand what is the difference between a core value, principles, and goals in life. Core values are very broad in nature. I'm a person who likes to build stuff. I'm a person who has, and if somebody says, I can't trust you, that is something that I will never, because I am an honest guy. Now, here, I am a person who can build stuff. Who can build stuff. Now, what you can build, I can build stuff in business, I can build stuff I can be a mason also. Whatever. You understand what I'm trying to say? If somebody says I am dishonest, I will feel insulted. So I will be honest. That is a principle. Here also, the principle is based on a goal. Nobody should say I am dishonest. If you see the quotation, I love building stuff. No third party, no second party. If somebody says I am a dishonest person, I'll feel very bad, so I'll always be honest. It is from the goal that you have designed, a principle. Now, this core values are only first person centric. Principles are second person centric, third person centric. Second person towards third person centric. Goal is totally third person centric. I want to achieve 100 crores. 100 crores is always third person, right? I, you, and that is 100 crores.
Right.
So I want to get IIT engineering. I want to do this. I want to get that job. That job is that third person. Goals are third person. Principles are second person centric through third person for third person. Second person centric for third person. Are you understanding? Core value is all about I, first person. Now, that is all about your own definition. I love to build stuff. I love to invent. I love to discover. I love to put things together. I love to design. I love to design is also not a core value. That's also a principle for you design for yourself. I love this. I love being that. It's all about you being. You understand? Your identity. So when you design your core value properly, then this is what I am. You design. After that, and you chase that continuously. You be focused on it. There is no way you can fail, or you don't live a vision based life, or you don't anything happens in your life. At the end, you will be fantastic person. Core value, you need to know how to design that for yourself, and that you cannot design on it. You can define it. It is a personal definition which is broadly undefined for the people. It's a personal definition which is broadly undefined for people. I love to put stuff together. What does that mean? It's totally actually not properly defined for a person who listens to it. But in your mind, you know what it means for you. I love to be this. I love to work for something that makes or brings value. What does that mean? Technically, everything is a value, right? Even a sweeper is bringing value to the organization.
Yes.
In the organization. So what does that mean? No, only you know. The extent at which you know, the intensity you know, I love to bring value. Then you will always bring great value. I love to bring value. You're not very sure of it. Then sweeper also brings value. You design your life by the worth you give to yourself. If you give a lot of worth to yourself, you can never be dishonest. You can never be insincere. You can never be inconsistent. You can never be a quitter. You can never be whatever. Your life is directly proportional to the worth you give to yourself. Your success is also directly proportional to life, and success is the same. I don't believe success is a thing to be achieved. When you achieve liveliness within you, success is there. So that way, so pursue your self-worth, then things won't excite you for a period and then stop exciting. You will continue to be excited.